So today was the first time TikTok ever actually permanently banned my account with no reason why, when I only had 40 followers, and they did it while a video of mine was uploading. It hadn't even finished uploading, but it was about Elon. So it just took me completely down, permanently banned me, no reason why. Now, I was able to post that video on Rumble and YouTube. It's my last video I posted. But that's the first time TikTok's ever done that. So I realized, oh, that's who we're not allowed to say anything against is Elon. Got it. Okay. So you have to be truthful. But I realized something today because, of course, the conservative podcasters didn't disappoint with their nonsense of all the, let's see. Glenn Beck saying, oh, we just need Elon and Trump to come back together. That's the best thing for our country. Are they going to come back together? And then let's see, Patrick Bet-David wasn't really much different. And then Charlie Kirk as well, Charlie Kirk. And then, Ben Shapiro was, oh, this is just, they're just having a tiff. It'll be fine. And then even Health Ranger, and I don't usually say much about Health Ranger because I don't listen to a lot of his stuff, but he owns Brighteon. It's like a social media where you can upload videos. And he's in a federal lawsuit against X because I guess X has silenced him, and they remove anytime anybody tries to post a Brighteon link, X removes it. So he's in the middle of a lawsuit with X. But then, so I was listening because, this was the title of his show. The GOP is insanely stupid to ditch Elon Musk and won't survive the midterms without him. What is wrong with you people? Yeah, you guys say this too, like, oh no, like nobody can win without Elon. Look, Trump was going to win if Elon never came on board. No, we didn't need Elon. Trump's won before. Elon is not necessary. So I don't know why you guys are all saying this, but he went to a level, it doesn't surprise me, but I had to shut off after 10 minutes because it was, I was going to vomit. So he says, the sacrifices Elon made, the money Elon gave, the loss Elon suffered, his businesses suffered, his employees suffered, the attacks, the cost his company suffered, the money he gave, that was mentioned several times. And Elon made these sacrifices on purpose. He endured so much. He endured so many attacks, so much loss. And then what did they do? They didn't let him into the Pentagon to audit. And then they didn't even put his USAID cuts in the big, beautiful bill. And it dawned on me, I'm like, oh my God, that's why masculinity is missing. I'm not saying there's everyday men I know that have it, so please don't think I'm talking about all men. But I'm like, all of the conservatives, except Trump. Trump's always had that masculinity, natural masculinity about him, okay? But as far as all the Republican politicians, as far as the conservative and Republican podcasters, I'm like, you can't blame trans or any of that. Masculinity disappeared because of these wimps. These wimps, not one of them wanted to say the truth that, look, when you're a technocrat, as long as Elon has been, you're not going to be switching sides wanting to help the other side. You mean to tell me all these people are that stupid? No, they aren't. They're just wimps. But really, I'm like, oh no, that's why we have a masculinity problem. There is masculine men, don't get me wrong, but it has disappeared, like the true masculine man. And really what you have a lot of that you see is boys that have never grown up. It's what Elon is. And so then when I listen to Glenn Beck or Patrick Bet-David or any of them, even Charlie Kirk tries to act like a man, or act like a masculine man, and it's like, no, you're still a juvenile because you think somehow being masculine is being a bully. But I realized, That's what the problem is. You can't blame the Democrats. You can't blame trans. No, you can look right at all the conservative podcasters or that claim that they're MAGA podcasters and see that there's something that's missing in all of them, and it's masculinity. It's that trait Trump has, but they don't. And I think that's why they all fawn over Elon. Because Elon doesn't have masculinity either, because he's a boy. Like you don't truly gain masculinity until you mature. I mean, it's just, that's how it is. And, then I had to listen to how, well, is Trump and Elon going to come back together as bros? And I'm like, they were never bros. Trump is a man. Elon is a boy. Men do not want to hang out with boys. Well, I mean, you know what I mean. They're two they were never bros. Are these people this stupid? And I thought maybe they're just all like Elon, because I come to think about it, I never see any masculinity in any of them. Glenn Beck saying, oh, we just need to come together for our country and have this, it's the best thing for our country. And I'm like, what is this? The best thing for our country is to lie about Elon? And then to what I just read, the sacrifices Elon made, the money he gave, the attacks he suffered. The Trumps have suffered that, not just Donald Trump, but his entire family, most especially during the first term. That entire family suffered attacks, suffered loss to their companies, ongoing 24/7, day in and day out, the worst kinds of bullying and dangerous and violent attacks in every way, everywhere. No families endured what they did. And never once during that time did Don Jr., did Eric, did Barron, did Tiffany, did Ivanka ever behave as childish and horribly as Elon has in the past 24 hours. Never did they. And they would have had good reason. I mean, seeing, Kathy Griffin thinking it's a joke to show some funny decapitated head of Trump. Can you imagine? Barron was only back during the first term, 15 or something? They had to shield that kid because there was just constant hate at him. And yet they never acted that way. And yet the media carried on about how horrible Trump was. Why? Because he had nicknames for all of you losers? But the way Elon acted, first of all, he showed his Democrat self. But not just that. He's always been a boy. That's the reason why I say that the Silicon Valley boys, they're juveniles in their thinking and the fact that they've never matured. That's why none of them have any masculinity. And then when I looked at the layout of the conservative men that are podcasters, I thought, oh, it's this bad. But no, it gets worse. Because then there was this one who said nothing, waited till the last thing of the day to say anything to all of Elon Musk's nuclear meltdown, okay? And most especially, you would have thought that he should have set the record straight when Elon was supporting let's impeach Trump and put J.D. Vance in. But when he did finally say something, when he finally, got some courage, this was his remark. President Trump has done more than any person in my lifetime to earn the trust of the movement he leads. I'm proud to stand beside him. And then, I didn't know this until today. I know he was groomed by Peter Thiel, but Musk lobbied for him to become VP. So I just have a question for JD. JD, have you ever been a man? Because I've never seen any masculinity in you. I see you get up and give some good bullshit speech, okay, and heartfelt, and people praise it. But it's all, usually just fluff. But I've never seen you be a true, real man inside, that masculine part. Yeah, so that would be horrible as a future leader, just saying. But also, I'm just wondering, do you even have it in you? And you say that your last name is Vance. It's just hard to believe you're a real Vance. It's a damn shame to the Vance name.